It's a shame what we are seeing going on in Africa. I don't know whether it is a curse or what nonsense, what idiocy we are witnessing in Africa. Africans attacking Africans, destroying African businesses, both in Nigeria and in South Africa. This is madness. Kwame Nkrumah and our forefathers of Pan-Africans will be mourning in their graves. We had hoped that South Africa and Nigeria are going to be the bedrock which Pan-Africans will propel itself into the 21st century. This is sickening, this is madness. All it takes to manipulate Africans is just small propaganda. People killing each other for a name that was coined by BBC, Xenophobia. What xenophobia is there in South Africa? To manipulate poor people who are desperate with the lack of leadership and good police force to deal with drug issues, who tend to mob violence to target the Nigerian community. It is sad. It is sad. First of all, I want to say there is no issue as xenophobic attack in South Africa. Xenophobia simply means the fear of foreigners. The attacks in South Africa is not xenophobic. Nobody should attack a South African because you hear of this propaganda going on social media called xenophobia. We are our own worst enemy. Stop sharing messages concerning xenophobia. What is happening in South Africa is a poor community of South Africans who are afraid of their job, wrongfully so, are being misguided to go out and attack Nigerians' communities. Those Nigerian communities, we understand there is a problem of drugs within the Nigerian communities in South Africa that has to be discussed. We have to handle it as a problem that is legitimate, that needs to be resolved. There is a problem in South Africa about job unemployment. Nigerians and other Africans who are in South Africa, their business constitute less than 1% of businesses in South Africa. The Chinese and the Asians are the ones exploiting South Africa economically. People should not be misguided to target wrong people. Where is ANC? As a baby, I supported the ANC. As for a 5-year-old kid in Southern Cameroon, the Prime Minister of Southern Cameroon, Foncha, asked us to contribute money to liberate South Africa. In Lusaka, Zambia, was the headquarters of ANC, where South Africa was liberated. We owe South Africa, we belong to South Africa. We are hoping to see an Africa without borders, an Africa without foreigners. Yes, we do respect international law. Africans who are migrants in South Africa are definitely foreigners. We hope that will change. We as Africans, we have to address issues the way they are. Let us discuss about the drug problem within our communities. Let us discuss how to balance the issue with the migrant problem. And people should understand that it is very difficult to accept crimes from your neighbor, from your neighbor's kids in your own house. The crime rate in South Africa is too high. The unemployment rate is too high. The Nigerians have been set up by both the drug lords in South Africa, who are mainly Nigerians, and the politicians in the ANC who wants to benefit politically from the anger against migrants. They have failed to provide jobs for South Africans, to provide Medicare for South Africans, and they are misleading their people to attack and target black people. The president of South Africa has to step up. The activists have to step up to address this issue. The poor people in Nigeria who are misguided by social media noise about xenophobic attack are going to attack ShopRite. Who do you think is going to suffer? ShopRite in Abuja is the best shopping mall in Nigeria. Who do you think is going to suffer? The poor people who are being manipulated. Come on, Africa, we are better than that. Let us stop using this inflammatory language called xenophobia. This is black on black crime. This is a drug issue. And we are calling on all the people who are exploiting drugs. First of all, I want to talk to the general Africans. The British people who were in Hong Kong doing opium trade were never chased out by the Chinese people because of drug problem. They coined it in a way that the population can address it. Yes, Nigerians in South Africa, the population are dealing with drugs. They have become people interwoven in businesses, and those businesses have been used by propagandists to push the poor people in South Africa, to target them. We have to address this issue of crimes, fraud, and drugs in our community as Africans who care about the migrant community in South Africa, not as a xenophobic problem. I say no to the false debate and false propaganda of xenophobia that is driven South Africans to attack Nigerians and some other Africans, and Nigerians to go after South African businesses. Let us bring sanity Let us stop using this word xenophobia in Africa. We are all one. We are all blacks. We love South Africa. We love Nigerians. We are hoping to see peace. Let us bring peace, unity in Africa. Stop the xenophobic propaganda that is being sponsored by the international press. The white people behind this thing are the people manipulating both poor people on both sides to attack each other. This madness has to stop, and it has to stop right now. My name is Capo Daniel. I am a Pan-Africanist from Ambazonia. God bless you.